What's going on, guys? Satchy is here and welcome to my new series, which is going to be about making squad builders for World Cup nations. So basically nations that are going to be going to this summer's World Cup, and I'm going to be making squad builders on them. I'm going to choose probably the best 16 nations in my opinion that are in this summer's World Cup and make squad builders on them, because 32 is a lot and I haven't really got the time to be making 32. So for this first episode, I have chosen to pick England as the first country that I'm going to do, obviously because I know the most about them, because I'm obviously from England and I'm going to be supporting them at the World Cup. So basically, I've made a squad of 23 players that I think will go to this summer's World Cup. It's my personal opinion, so obviously you guys may disagree with who I've put in the starting 11 and who I've put in the subs and reserves. This series will be uploaded on Fridays and Mondays, but it won't be uploaded next week because I do have a lot of exams and I don't have the time to be making this sort of video for you guys. So I'm sorry about that, but I need to do well on my exams, so I need to focus on that. After next week, it will be back. But I just wanted to get this like a pilot episode out just to see if you guys enjoy it and if you want me to do more. So the budget was 1 million coins, and I've actually spent all 1 million coins on 6 team of the seasons pretty much. Yeah, there's 6 team of the seasons in this team in starting 11, which is a lot of team of the seasons. So you know, that was very expensive. Obviously, if you guys don't have the coins for that, you can obviously buy the normal cards and instead of the team season versions. But if you do have the coins, then do try out this team, because it was actually very enjoyable to play with. So we went with 2 formations in this squad builder, a 4-4-2 and a 4-4-1-1, and I'll explain why I changed formations later on. So to begin with, we're going to go through the subs and the reserves that I personally think should go to the World Cup, and then we will go through and talk about the starting 11 and put them in their places. So to begin with, we are going to go through the subs and the reserves. So we have Forster, Johnson, Shaw, Jones, Lampard, Wilshere and Welbeck in the subs. So, and the reserves, we do have Foster, Defoe, Corker, Henderson and Milner. And you know, maybe you disagree with some of them, maybe even Wilshere. You know, I don't think he's been great. Obviously he has been injured, but I would like to know your opinions on if some of these guys maybe shouldn't be in the squad in real life for the World Cup, or maybe some other people should actually be in the squads in their places. So do put that in the comments below. I would like to know your opinions. So moving on to the all-important starting 11 that I personally think should be starting for England. And in the goalkeeper position, we do have obviously Joe Hart. That's obviously expected. In the 2 centre-back positions, we do have firstly Jagielka, and obviously you saw the second one right there, which is team of the season Cahill, the first of many in this squad. And right back position we have Walker, and in the left back position we have the second team of the season, which is Leighton Baines. So moving on to the midfield, we have Ashley Young in the left mid position. In the 2 centre mid positions, we have 2 team of the season players in Lallana and obviously the captain of England, Steven Gerrard. Right mid position, we do have Raheem Sterling, and then moving on to the strikers, we do have Daniel Sturridge, and then we have obviously Rooney, who is actually a centre forward. So Rooney I wanted to get as the team of the season version, but obviously it's a 1 million coin budget, so obviously I couldn't afford him because he's like 600k, and those 6 team of the seasons cost me around about 1 million by themselves. So it was very, very expensive. It's a very, very expensive starting 11. So I didn't actually like this formation. After playing 4 games, we drew 2 and lost 2. I couldn't play with this team whatsoever. So I decided to make the decision to change the formation, and we actually changed it to a 4-4-1-1 just to see if I could actually play better, because Rooney at striker position had high work rates, and he was never in the right positions that I wanted him to be in. So at with a 4-4-1-1, he was in his proper position, and that led him to play really, really well. So we're going to get on with the gameplay now. I'm going to show you some just highlights of the first 4 games where we were playing absolutely terrible. You can just see my defence Just looks really bad. And look at that from Cahill. I just tried to clear it and I just cleared it into my own net. That was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Lallana was really the only good player. And look at this. Really good dribbling and a really nice finish. He was the only good player in that starting 11 in the first 4 games. Look at that. Gerrard with 92 shooting. Couldn't even score that. He was one of the most disappointing. Look at that. Lallana again bagging another beautiful goal. And that was my first match. It ended 5-4 and we did lose. And yeah, because we were playing so bad and we couldn't really get my style of play working, we had to go with some crosses and all that. And we did end up scoring a few headers. Cahill for me is an amazing header of the ball, defensively and from corners as well, when we are on the attack obviously. And let me just have a few words about Joe Hart, because in the first 4 games Joe Hart was the worst player on our team. Simple as that. He couldn't catch a ball. You know, when I tried to throw the ball out, he just failed. It didn't go far and it went to the opposition team. He just didn't save anything really, and Walker right there just completely fucking up. My whole defence apart from Cahill was a travesty really in the first few games. I don't know how Eto scored that one. Hart should easily be saving that, but for some reason we didn't. So I pretty much just played a sweaty style of play. We had to chip through that to Sturridge. And, you know, Sturridge has actually got really, really good shooting. And I'll get onto that later when he does score a lot more goals when we do change the formation. Cahill again, he's a flipping beast at headers. For me, my 3rd favourite player overall. Like I said before, Lallana, Sturridge was my favourite, I would say. Then Lallana, and then I would probably say Cahill, because defensively and offensively, he's very good. Baines, look at this. This is one of the few free kicks that I ever score in Ultimate Team. Baines right there. That was an amazing free kick. Didn't expect it to go in, but he scored it. So I was actually quite surprised, because I can't remember the last time I scored a free kick on this game. And then we did actually start to change the formation to 4-4-1-1. And you can tell Rooney's bagging goals, Sturridge is bagging goals. Look at that. Route 1 football. Sturridge nods it on to Rooney. And Rooney just smashes it in. It was a lot better. Rooney and Sturridge actually linked properly. And Rooney's work rates were kind of, you know, okay for his position. At striker, high height is not good. At centre forward, when he's in the middle, it was actually, you know, it worked all right. Defensively, he tracked back, and obviously offensively, he was quite good. Sturridge had to like hold up the ball a lot though, and that was one thing I would say. He had to hold the ball up, maybe pass it back to Rooney, and then make a run. That was something that happened a lot of the time, which I didn't mind. Just a quick word on Jagielka. I don't think he's that strong really, and because he's only got like 67 pace. He isn't really that strong, and it showed there. Benzema easily getting past him. Gerrard with 99 penalties. You know, it's simple. He just scores them. I only had actually 1 penalty in those 10 games, so he scored that one. I just wanted to put that one in. Just a word on the wingers. Sterling and Young didn't really get involved too much personally, but I did play a lot of the ball down the middle with Sturridge and Rooney. It was pretty much them two running the show, which was surprising because normally I do like to have wingers in my team, but I don't know, they just didn't seem to get involved. And I was actually really disappointed with Sterling. He started off well, he bagged a goal or 2, but apart from that he didn't really get involved much, like I said. And finally, team of the season Gerrard was a bit disappointing for me. He was good at like defensive work, but I didn't really get enough opportunities to have like a good few long shots with him, a few just normal shots with him, to be honest. He scored 3 goals, one of them was a penalty, but I was disappointed to not get more shots away with him, just to see how good that shooting really was. Rooney with the goal of the 10 games, in my opinion. That was an amazing volley to get me a draw in the 90th minute. But that is it for this video, guys. Smash that thumbs up button if you did enjoy the video. If we can get to 5 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and comment below on what you think of this series. Do you enjoy this series? Do you want to see more of this? And put in the comments who you want me to do next. I'm thinking Germany because of the Bundesliga team of the season out now. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.